Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is Friday, 19th December 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. I think both bulls and bears are biting their fingernails, waiting for the Bank of Japan decision. Lots of discussion across media in India about what will happen when the BOJ makes its decision of a hike in interest rates and whether there will be a crash globally and whether the N carry trade, as it is called, where N carry trade succeeds and is prosperous for traders to make money when the N is weaker. Only when it's strengthening, then the traders will have to square off their long positions. So long positions in the risk assets, which includes stocks, shares, stocks, commodities, and so on and so forth. So in India, I'm seeing it's a fever pitch here. Everybody is talking about it. Yesterday, I was in spaces, and there too, a lot of discussion. I had only to tell one thing, that we in India are worried about something which is happening. Whereas let us look at what Japanese people are doing and what the global traders are doing. This morning, as we speak, before the BOJ decision, whether to hike interest rate and if to hike, whether it's 25 basis points or more than that, before that decision will come in the next half an hour. But what is the Japanese market doing? Nikkei is up more than 560 points. What is the yen doing? The yen has very steady. In fact, it is weakened. So yen is weakening, getting into a BOJ meeting. It should have strengthened. Unlike last time, as I mentioned, in August of 2024, when the Bank of Japan hiked the interest rate for the first time, the yen had started strengthening 1 month before. From 162, it had come down to 152 on the day of the hike. And from there was total chaos and it fell to as close as 140. Today, from 156, it has come down 157 and odd, it has come down to 156. So there is no movement as far as yen is concerned on any strengthening or weakening. It is steady. So the Japanese market itself is going into the BOJ meeting with confidence that the BOJ will do nothing which will harm the market's direction. And the market's direction is by and large up. If you look at even US market yesterday, US market was steady, volatile, but the Nasdaq was very strong and so was S&P. And today Asian markets are all strong. Australia is strong. Our gift nifty is strong. So why worry? Why worry when the entire global market is thinking that Bank of Japan will do something good for the markets? Why we in India should worry? That is why yesterday I wrote a piece saying that everybody is worrying, everybody is positioned for a crash, everybody is positioned, in a manner that the crash will be sudden and severe and long lasting. What if it goes other way? I believe, based on positioning, that there is a very good possibility for a good rally, what I call a Santa Claus rally, beginning today. Yesterday, the opening lows were held, and that is a very big and good sign that the smart money is either short covering or they are taking long positions. So we should be with the smart money. I believe, whatever may be the decision, I think even if you see a dip, it is just going to be temporary, unless it is something which even the smart money is not anticipated. Generally, the smart money anticipates. So while US markets did well and we did poorly, today may be a completely different day. Yesterday, Accenture reported results and results were good. So therefore, the IT companies listed in Nasdaq like Infosys and TCS, Infosys did well, not TCS, sorry, Infosys. And Bank of England cut the interest rates from 4% to 3.75%, again, which means that liquidity is going to come into the market. US 10-year yield came down significantly from 4.2 to 4.1. I've always been mentioning that a 3.5% 10-year yield is very much in the offing in the next 6 months. Gold was steady. In fact, gold went almost near an all-time high. Silver has been steady, and oil has come below $60. So generally, everything is looking globally okay. Even though Indian markets, as it made a low, it bounced back of the low. They all closed, flat to slightly negative. However, the worry is the broader market, the advance decline, the declines continue to increase over advances, independent of what happens globally. Now, as far as institutions are concerned, both FIs and DIs turned buyers. FIs close to 600 crores net buyers, and DIs about 2,700 crores. So 3,300 crores is the net buying by institutions. The who seller? The third force. It's okay. They will continue to sell, but we can do nothing about it. Then, if you look at other things, all things being equal, we should start good. What are other stocks which may be interesting to watch? I think Reliance. I think some corporate activity is there. There's something brewing in Reliance. I'm not able to say what is there, but Reliance is our trading stock. Regularly, we trade in that on the long side. Then you have Airtel, which is a change of guard, but that does not mean anything because whatever Airtel, whoever comes at the top level is always good. So there is no problem on that. Then Amber Enterprises is planning a 500 crore investment in Punjab in R&D. So that should be in focus. HCL Tech has bought HPE's telco bids for about $160 million. Good acquisition there. So that also should be interesting. Lupin has signed an exclusive licensing agreement with Neo Pharma Gentile SPA. Now, we have been bullish on Lupin as far as the trading is concerned. Swing trading, we normally do day trading and swing trading in Lupin. Biocon, again, our favorite investment, that also has got VAI status, which is a positive as their Cranberry facility in US. Yesterday, Ministry of Finance imposed an anti-dumping duty on import of cold-rolled, non-oriented electrical steel, which means it will benefit the ferrous metal stocks like Tata Steel, JSW Steel, SAIL, and so on and so forth. But I do not think that's a great news for the medium to long term. You will see a short-term blip. As we are talking on a daily basis, you could see a short-term blip today. Ola Electric continues to be under pressure because the promoter has pledged his shares, and as the price goes down, he has to sell more shares, and this is a never-ending loop. Sorry to say, I think Ola is going to create more problems for their investors who are holding today. Parliament has approved the atomic energy bill yesterday. The biggest beneficiaries as per my analysis, is Larsen and Toubro. Is a dominant player in manufacturing reactor components. But now it's open to the private sector. So Larsen and Toubro will get orders. BHL is another company which we should do well. Hindustan Construction Company, MTR Technologies, Walchand Nagar, and NTPC. These are the major companies which will be the beneficiaries of the government's action to open the nuclear sector to private players. So yesterday I was very bullish. Thank God we made money. Today I continue to be bullish. I expect a Santa Claus rally unless, as I said, Bank of Japan does something which even the smart money is not thinking about. So whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.